Please come in.
Good afternoon, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Please have.
Thank you, sir.
Can we have 3 sentences from you, Saurabh, describing yourself?
Sure, sir. Sir, I was a rural child, then urbanized, then studied in the one of the best institutions of engineering in India. Did a startup, and now I'm here preparing for civil services, sitting in front of you.
Now, firstly, I'm surprised. Nowadays, when everybody writes his or her surname, you have not. Why?
Sir, my father was conscious about this, that my caste identity is something that should not be reflected in my name.
Okay, that's good. Now, your father is. You are from Rohtak,
Yes, sir.
Jhajjar.
Sir, Rohtak is my hometown. Jhajjar is my mother's place of birth.
What is historically so important about Jhajjar?
Sir, specifically for Jhajjar, I'm not aware.
Oh, you have not heard about it. You know, that was the first battle between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. Jhajjar used to be a forest there. So near the forest there was a battle. Anyway, now, well. Your father is a principal in HES,
That's Haryana Educational Services.
Haryana Educational Society.
Services. So he was
And
selected.
your mother is director where?
So she's the director in the company Concrete Renovations India.
Pardon?
Concrete Renovations India.
Okay.
Private Limited.
Renovations India Private.
So that was a startup that I and my friend started, and she is one of the directors.
And you
there.
have done mechanical and extractive metallurgy, physical, mechanical and extractive metallurgy in 2019 from IIT BHU.
Yes, sir.
When did BHU become an IIT?
Sir, in 2012.
2012. Okay. Now, from 2019 till January 2021, you had earlier worked as AI consultant, then relations head. I'm a little surprised. Your stream was physical, mechanical, and extractive, and you were working as AI consultant. Did you study AI in engineering?
Sir, formally I did have a course in AI, which was related to computational metallurgy. But I had interest in AI from the very beginning I entered my college, and yes, sir, I did a lot of courses from Coursera and also open electives in my department. So there I learned about artificial intelligence.
And your startup, Concrete Innovations,
Yes, sir.
your mother's.
Yes, sir. So my mother, so we 3 friends co-founded the startup.
So what exactly does it do?
Sir, as we are building a lot of infrastructure in India these days, so what happens is that when we make infrastructure, it degrades as well. So there are very few companies in India today who works in that field. So our prime objective of starting the startup was to protect the structural stability of the concrete structures. For example, the metro bridges.
Okay. And you appeared in SCRA also, you qualified, but you could not go through interview.
You're right, sir.
Any reason you think, looking back, what would have gone wrong?
Sir, I was at that particular time I was already studying in IIT Varanasi, so I did not prepare enough for the interview. So, sir, that was a problem on my part.
Okay, then, well, very good career. Best all-round performer award in metallurgical department, Haryana Inspire Award Science Exhibition, played journal chess tournament. So you are interested in chess is one of your one of your hobbies or one of the indoor sports that you?
Yes, sir. I played chess till my 8th and 10th class, but later on I shifted more towards academics, and physics, chemistry, mathematics interested me much more. So,
Do you know who got Arjun Award this year for chess?
sir, I'm not sure about the name.
It was R. Vaishali. And has she any relations also in chess world?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Younger brother Pragyanand.
Pragyanand.
Anyway, you do Vipassana. My colleague will talk to you on that. Now, I am surprised you have given Northeast your last preference, and there too Nagaland your last preference. Why you are so averse about Nagaland? Why
So, sir,
you don't want to go to Nagaland? I mean, Nagaland would be the last place you want to go.
Sir, I do not really see it that particular way. Sir, the reason, so the first reason that Zone 5 is on my last preference is that it is farther away from the mainland of India. Second, I would say that Nagaland is a smaller state and might not have the opportunities that I would want to have while being in the services.
Okay, I appreciate your point, but the thing is that you don't want to be far away from India, and you have given second choice to Indian Foreign Service. If you are posted, say, in Venezuela, it will be 30 hours journey by air.
Right, sir.
That will be much farther than you could imagine.
Sir, those preferences are not for like in sense of.
But then again, I am surprised that generally candidates prefer Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, and then Customs and Central Excise, Income Tax, and then comes Foreign Service. But you have given second preference. Any particular liking?
Sir, they usually do it so as to avoid Indian foreign services, because in that order of preference they will never get Indian foreign services. I do want to work for the foreign services. That is why it is in second preference.
Good. Okay. I think Goel Saab.
Saurabh, you are into artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir.
I think that if you go more for artificial intelligence, then our normal intelligence will go away. For example, your father, my father, they could calculate 17 into 17 verbally. Right?
Right, sir.
Today, if you tell the small boys, children, to 2 into 2, they'll take out the calculator or now the mobile phone. Right. Why should we go for artificial intelligence when human brain is so intelligent? Human brain can store 3 trillions of information. Why we go for artificial intelligence? Why not develop the brain? Well, artificial intelligence cannot develop beyond a level. Human brain can develop beyond any levels. Why not develop that?
Sir, the specific reasons for that why are we investing in AI have been that humans have a lifetime, but once the AI learns something, once we teach computers to do something, they are forever, and they only incrementally improve upon their capabilities. Whereas as humans, we might achieve some level of excellence, and then we start to degrade, we start to age, and we ultimately die. So that is one reason. And secondly, sir, as per my understanding, artificial intelligence has already surpassed human level of intelligence in multiple use cases. For example, the recommendation systems that we use in Amazon, or the advertisement used by Google AdSense. So they are already having much more efficiency than any human individual can actually do that. So they have accuracies up to, or rather the click rate or the work, the skill they are optimized into at maybe 95% or above accuracy levels. So that's why AI has been so relevant.
You come from Haryana, right? Haryana was formed out of division of Punjab.
Yes, sir.
UP has also been divided, Madhya Pradesh divided. Now there is again demand for division of UP into 3 more states. Do you favor division of states more and make it to small states? What about the expenditure? There will be heavy expenditure. We have 22 districts in Haryana today. So each district will have 3 IAS officers and paraphernalia of all officers and staff and whatnot, expenditure. Won't we include a lot of expenditure if we divide the states further?
Sir, definitely. So, for the specific case of Uttar Pradesh, so it has a population of 22 crores. If it was a country, it would have been seventh largest country in the world in terms of population itself. So, sir, when the districts are very large, so there is administrative exclusion, that the remotest places in those states do not get administrative services and the things that are required. So that is why this idea has gained prominence. And sir, I think the solution for higher expenditures must be to reduce that paraphernalia rather than not providing the administrative inclusion to those people.
Okay. Your subject is public administration.
Yes, sir.
There is something called relations. You are relations head. You have been relations head. What do you mean by relations between the countries? When we say two countries have a very good relations or they don't have good relations, we don't have a good relations with Pakistan. We have very good relations with other countries. What are the parameters for these relations?
Sir, during my role as a relations head, I realized that trust is the foundation of the relations. So when we say that we do not have good relations with Pakistan, it essentially means that we do not trust Pakistan with the kind of diplomatic relations we might have, the information they might share with us, or the trade ties we might have. Whereas on the other side, we have seen that the trust between India and USA has increased in the recent times, and that's how the relations have been improving.
Okay. What do you mean by a convent school? At many places we see convent school. You have studied from model school. What is a model school? What is a modern school? What is a convent school? What is the difference?
Sir, the model school especially was set up in 1952 in Rohtak, where the deputy commissioner is the chairperson of the school, and that's how it was built as a model for other schools to develop in that sense. So specifically for the convent school, I'm not aware of what a convent school would be, but I think it is that the foreign curriculum, English speaking is more prevalent there, and so I think that is the.
And modern school?
So model school is modern school.
Modern convent.
Right, so modern school would rather be, sir. So I have not exactly heard this term before, but I think it is that the new curriculum, for example, AI might be taught in a modern school, whereas in a model school is something where it is an administrative term to say that okay, other schools can emulate such type of a model to develop themselves. Whereas a modern school is somewhere where we have better curriculum, regular updation in the curriculum, and is working at the global standards.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Saurabh, you have been practicing Vipassana meditation.
Yes, ma'am. For the last 2.5 years, I have been practicing Vipassana meditation.
What are the 5 rules of Vipassana?
Sorry, ma'am.
Rules of Vipassana.
Ma'am, when we
Go for the meditation.
Yes. So we take those 5 precepts, and to ensure that we have dedication towards the Vipassana. So, ma'am, exactly I'm not aware, but I'll tell you that these are 5 of them are like the yamas also, which compare in so it is that we will not consume alcohol or liquor, and then we won't involve in sexual misconduct. We will not be eating after like after the noon time. So that's called Vikal Bhojan. Is not, we take an oath that we won't do that.
so the learning here is get to know them verbatim because you have been practicing it, so it might come. Isn't it? They would like to know that what are the basic 5 rules for Vipassana. Okay, now as sir spoke about relations with neighboring countries, you said okay, it depends on reliability factor and all. How can we strengthen it? If it doesn't work, it is not working in favor of Pakistan. What, as an administrative officer, would you conclude that how can we improve it further with Pakistan?
Ma'am, trust improves when, so Raja Ram Mohan Roy once said that the only way we can trust somebody is to start trusting them and then see what comes up. So we might try to increase the trade and then see how the response is going to be. We might improve diplomatic connections, track to diplomacy, people to people connect. But ma'am, in 2000 till 2017, we had that kind of a policy with Pakistan. So, and right now what we are seeking is rather to isolate Pakistan so that the terrorism and talks don't go together.
Okay. Digital India campaign is known by everybody as on date. So, how do you think it can contribute to better administration at grassroots level?
Ma'am, Digital India is about strengthening the digital infrastructure, including everybody into that, like every citizen into that domain of digital transactions and using mobile internet, etc. So, Digital India essentially ensures that the schemes of the government reach to the grassroots. Then citizens can participate back in the governance process, they can provide feedback. And we are essentially channelizing it through the Gram Sabha and Panchayati Raj institutions where we are seeking a convergence. For example, the Manrega is being social audited and it is being digitally available to everybody. Then the Gram Sabha is identifying the beneficiaries of, let's say, pensions, etc. and they are directly going to the bank accounts of people. Then one last thing I can say is that the people can again provide their suggestions and things to in Gram Sabha development planning, etc.
So, you believe it will be helpful?
Yes, ma'am, it will be helpful.
To digitalize things. Okay. Now, just a tricky question like how can you drop an egg on concrete floor without cracking? Any guesses?
On a concrete floor without breaking the egg.
Without cracking.
Okay, without
how can
cracking.
you
Okay.
drop an egg on concrete floor without cracking?
Ma'am, okay, I get it. So the concrete is not going to crack just because an egg falls on it.
This is it. Chalo, thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Saurabh, your date of birth is 7/12/98.
Yes, sir.
Any significant events from this year you remember?
Sir, 1998.
Yeah.
Sir, my mother tells me that for like entire month there was no sun to be seen. So it was almost every day it was a kind of a...
Why?
Sir, the reason could be the climate changes. Or
national or international events which occurred in 1998, if you remember something, if you have read something. Okay, I come to the next question. You belong to Haryana. So, Haryana has got its unique identity in terms of art and culture. So, give me some good examples about Haryana's culture in terms of dance, drama, music, etc. There is a particular instrument which is more known to Haryana than any other state.
Sir, specifically for the musical instrument, sir.
Dhapli, you have heard?
Yes, sir, Dhapli, yes, sir.
So, what kind of songs they sing or
Sir,
dance they perform?
Sir, Ragini is one of the famous things in Haryana.
You remember any song around this particular instrument from Bollywood? I mean Indian Hindi cinema.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, Dhapli Wale was the song. Okay.
Dhapli Wale, Dhapli Baja.
Yeah, yes. Then any particular dance form which you think belongs to Haryana or Haryana is known for?
Sir, Ghagra Choli is wore during the dance, but I'm not exactly sure what's
Ghumar?
the name. Sir, Ghumar, yes, Ghumar can be said, but it's more has Rajasthani.
Bordering areas of Haryana and
Yes, sir.
Rajasthan. Right. So, how do you see Haryanvi as a language?
Sir, Haryanvi sir, I would say it is not a language because it is a dialect of Hindi itself. So it doesn't have its own script. But sir, we can say that it is a lively language if we have to say it a language because most of the words derive from its functionality or functionality of the things. So that's how.
How does it create some kind of humor or wit, this language? There is a very senior retired IPS officer known to me who writes very well jokes in Haryanvi. Okay. So, can you share some line or two from Haryanvi?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yes, please.
So, sir, the joke goes like this. एक कुआं था उसमें एक छोरा पड़ गया पाछे देखता हुआ खड़ा होया
Okay.
फिर कोई नहीं कूदा उसने छोरे ने बचाने खातर ताऊ कूद गया भीतर ते काट के लाया बाहर ले कट गए सारे गए शाबाश ताऊ कड़ा काम कर दिया तेने तो एंड देन सडनली ताऊ सेज वो तो ठीक है पहले नहीं बता मेरे धक्का किसने दिया था.
You are not supposed to laugh while cracking the joke. Okay. So, anyways, it's a very well-known joke. Anyways, have you heard about Spikmake?
Yes, sir. I have heard about Spikmake.
Was it there in your university also?
Yes, sir. It was.
So, what this organization is all about?
Sir, the organization specifically tries to popularize the classical music.
Who is the target audience?
Sir, since I saw it in my college, so I think the students should be the target of it.
You should know its full form. Then you will understand who is the target.
Okay, sir.
What is the full form, you know?
No, sir, I'm not aware.
Society for the Promotion of Indian Culture and Music amongst the youth. So, youth is the target.
Right, sir.
Right. So, anyways, can you throw some light on particular issues and problems Haryana is facing at the socio-economic level?
Sir, yes, the gender issue comes the most prominent.
So, is it the same in rural and urban areas, or is there a difference?
Well, sir, it is more in the rural areas because the autonomy that women get in rural areas is lesser when compared to the urban
Then
areas.
how come many girls are there who are achieving great heights, not only in sports, science and other areas, from Haryana only?
Yes, sir. Certainly, there is a lot of change and change that is coming up from Haryana. So, sir, the culture of Haryana was not always.
So, can you suggest what factors are driving this change?
Sir, one is the culture of the openness and boldness. So, the Haryanvi women are very, very bold. Even in those rural settings, they are very bold. So, when they are getting those platforms to present themselves, they are coming out to excel in all the
Any
fields.
film which you can give example of to support your point or argument?
Yes, sir. There was a movie called Dangal, which was.
But in Dangal, father played an important role in promoting the girls. But there is a movie or two
Yes,
in
sir,
which
the
women
shooter-
themselves take up a stand.
The Shooter Dadis is one of the movies.
और कोई आंख मार
That
से
is
ज्यादा है?
based on Shooter Dadi. The name of the movie is different.
Uh,
शूटिंग में हाँ तुम्हें याद नहीं है. Okay, you do not remember. So, do you see any similarity between Vipassana and yoga?
Yes, sir. Indeed, they are. They come from the same ecosystem.
There are different elements or aspects related to yoga.
Yes, sir.
What are they? Some elements you can tell me.
Sir, there are 8 steps in yoga: Yam, Niyam, Pranayam, Asan, Pranidhan, Ishwar Pranidhan.
So, what is samadhi?
Yes, sir. Samadhi is the 7th step in that.
Eighth one, last.
Okay, 8th step in that process.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that the mind is completely concentrated on a single object. So that is what we call.
So, do we reach something called ekant?
Sir, yes, there are different types of samadhis. So ekant could.
What ekant means?
So it means isolation and.
Literally, it means ek ka bhi ant ho jaye, where you are not conscious about your own existence. That is ekant. So, how can you call it isolation?
Sir, the literal Hindi meaning is ekant means that we are separated from everything else and we are sitting in some isolated place.
Now, Saurabh, tell me, there had been very recent development in Syria, where American Air Forces struck. What happened there?
Sir, the Assad was one of the prominent person in the politics of Syria. So
Assad was.
sir,
is
he
no
has
more.
returned and being accepted diplomatically by different countries recently.
No,
So-
something happened yesterday. Yesterday, a day before yesterday.
Sorry, sir.
American air strike in Syria.
Sorry, sir. I'm not aware of that. So most probably it would have been
They
some.
killed Syed Raja Mousavi, the very senior advisor of Iranian Revolutionary Guards.
Okay, sir.
Now, second thing, there was recently Venezuela and Guyana were in news. What was that for?
Sorry, sir. I'm not aware of that.
And what is the latest in Argentina? The new Argentinian president has taken a massive step to control the economic slowdown. What was that?
Sir, I'm not sure, but I think it was the change of the currency to dollar.
No. It was steep devaluation of Italian peso by 50%.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.